Friends, I welcome you all for my today's class. So today we are going to discuss on a topic on a chapter of Charaka Samhita, 30th chapter from Charaka Chikitsa Sthana, which is named as Yoni Vyapat Chikitsa. So it is a 30th chapter of the Charaka Chikitsa Sthana. So we are going to discuss on this chapter today. So before that, as you know, Charaka, there is one quotation on Charaka that in the always in the end of the chapter they mention that this Chikitsa Sthana is composed by Agnivesha, redacted by Charaka and reconstructed by Drunabala. That is Charaka Agnivesha Krute Tantre Charaka Prati Samskrute Aprapte Drunabala Sampurite. That means this treatise or this book is written or composed by Agnivesha, redacted by Charaka Prati Samskrute, Agnivesha Krute Tantre, Charaka Prati Samskrute, and Drunabala Sampurite. So whatever the remained chapters were there, which is it was incomplete, so that is completed by Drunabala Sampurite. So Chikitsa Sthane. So this is the main thing. Like this treatise Charaka Samhita is written by Agnivesha Krute Tantre, Charaka Prati Samskrute. It is reducted by Charaka and Drunabala Sampurite. It is reconstructed by Drunabala. It's the main thing about Charaka. So now coming to this chapter of Yoni Vyapa Chikitsa, it is the 30th chapter of Charaka Chikitsa Sthana. Before starting to the chapter, you should always see the last quotation, last shloka of this chapter. Why? Because in that shloka, in that quotation, they mention whatever the things have been mentioned in this chapter, that is the contents of the chapter are given in the last quotation or the last shloka. I'll show you that verse. See here. So some summary is given. So what and all things are discussed in the chapter is given in the last shloka. Here in this chapter they have mentioned about detail about the Yoni Vyapat, that is 20 types of Yoni Vyapat. The Nidana Lakshanam Chikitsa of Yoni Vyapat is mentioned here. Along with that, they have mentioned about the Shukra Dosha, Shukra Dushti and its causes, symptoms and treatment. Shukra Dushti, Nidana, its symptoms, Lakshana, and its treatment, Bheshaja is mentioned. Along with that, they have also mentioned about the 4 types of impotency, Klebya also they have mentioned, and then they have mentioned here about the Pradara, details about the Pradara, how the Nidana, Lingam and Chikitsa regarding the Pradara is mentioned. And then they have mentioned about the Shira Dushti, that is the defects of the breast milk. So defects of the breast milk with its causes, features and remedies are given here. Hetu Linga and Bheshaja of the Shira Dushti is also mentioned. Besides this, the management of the said and unsaid disorders are also mentioned here. Then proper consideration, merits of the same sixfold type, and the suitability in different places, causes of the physician's failure, treatment of the hiddenly moving doshas is also mentioned here. So all these things are given in the 30th chapter. So all these things. So it consists of Yoni Vyapat Chikitsa, not only the Yoni Vyapat, but along with that Shukra Doshas, Klebyata, Pradhara, Shiradushti and all other things are given in this chapter. So let's start this chapter. First they have mentioned about the Yoni Vyapadas. Agnivesha again submitted to Punarvasu's self-control and seed of the ideas of spiritual knowledge by virtue of penance, taking stroll in the pious skirts of the Himalaya, possessing the divine place, herbs, various metals, stones, as well as inhabited by the gods and sages. He asks Agnivesha questions to the Punarvasu Atreya. He questions him. He says, he asks the question. He asks that, O Lord, that women are the origin source of the progeny. Women are the original source of the progeny, and it is contraindicated by the disorders pertaining to their genital tract. So even though women possess the power to reproduce, but because of the problems in their genital tract, they are unable to conceive. Hence, sir, we want to learn their origin and symptoms of the arisen ones, along with the treatment for the welfare of the people. Thus queried by the disciple, the son of Atri, best among the sages, said as follows. So then the question is asked by the Agnivesha to Punarvasu Atreya that, sir, we know the women are the Mula. The question is that Yad Apathyana Moolam Nari Param Nrananam. Apathyana Moolam means the Mula for the Apatya, that is a progeny, is the Nari or the woman itself. But what are the reasons, like they cannot reproduce when they are suffering from the yoni rogas? So can you explain us detail about the yoni vyapadas, their origin, their symptoms, along with the treatment? We want to know all these things for the welfare of the people, is a question by the disciple of Atreya, that is Agnivesha. And now the answer is given by the Atreya, the best among the sages. He says that 20 types of genital disorders of women are mentioned. Enumeration of diseases. They arise in women due to their faulty practices, deranged menstrual flow, defect in ovum, and fate. Listen about them separately. So the answer given is 20 types of yoni vyapad. Vimshatir yoni vyapado yoni nirdishtam roga sangraha. So the answer is yes. The genital disorders of women, that is of 20, are of 20 in nature, that is 20 types. Vimshatir yoni vyapadaha yoni nirdeshtaha is mentioned, and the main causes are given in this quotation. Last quotation they mentioned that mithyacharena tah srinam pratushtanaartavena cha jayante daivascha bija doshascha shrunuhu ta prutak. And he also says that yes, 20 types of genital tracts of the women are mentioned, and they arise in women because of the four main reasons. Four main reasons. First is mithyachara, that is due to faulty practices. It includes the mithyahara as well as the mithya vihara. Second is because of the pradushta artava, that is a vitiated or deranged menstrual blood. Third reason is, or the third cause of the yoni vyapada is daiva. Daiva is the unknown factors. And then he says that the fourth one is a bija dosha. Bija dosha is nothing but the defects in the bija, ovum, as well as in the sperm. So these are bija dosha. So listen to them separately. So one by one I'll explain their nidanas, their lakshanas, and their chikitsa is the answer given by the Punarvasu Atreya. So let us see what he explained in detail about. First, here in these quotations, further quotations, they have mentioned the lakshanas, nidana and lakshanas of each type of yoni vyapad in detail. So 20 yoni vyapads they have mentioned, and detail separately means individually vataja yoni vyapad, nidana, lakshana, like that 20 yoni vyapad, nidanas and lakshanas are mentioned by Atreya. So let's start this. First about vataja they have mentioned vatalahara cheshtayaha vatalayaha samiranaha विवृद्धं योनिमाश्रितं योनिस्तोदं सावेदनं स्तंभं पिपीलिका सुप्तिमिवां कर्कशतां तथा करोति सुप्तिमायासां वातजांश्च परान् गदान् सा स्यात् स शब्दरुक्फेना तनुरुक्षार्तवानीलाद् व्यापत्कड्वाम्ला लवणा शारद्यहि पित्तजा भवेत्. This is about pitta. First about vataja they have mentioned. In the women of vatika constitution, that is vatala prakriti woman, following the vata ahara cheshta means if she is following vata vardhaka ahara vihara, then her vayu gets aggravated, and having been located in the genital tract, it produces different types of pains. Yonis todam savedanam. Todam is pricking type of pain, and other types of pain. Along with that, stambam that is a stiffness, feeling of calling of ants, that is pipilika sruptimiva. Karkashatam, hardness and numbness. Karoti supti mayasam. Supti mayasam. Supti is the numbness of the vagina. Ayasam is the exhaustion, that is a feeling of tiredness. And vatajascha parangadan. Aparagadan means many types of other vataja disorders are seen. And due to the vata, her menstrual, in the last line they have mentioned the nature or characteristics of the menstrual blood, how the menstrual blood will be if a woman is suffering from vataja yoni vyapa. So he mentioned that sa siyat, sa shabda ruk sa siyat, sa shabda ruk tanu Ruk Fena Tanu Ruk Shartava Anilat. So due to the Vata, her menstrual discharge will be sound, with sound, that is Sa Shabda. Ruk, that is painful. Fena, that is frothy. Tanu, that is thin and rough. Ruksha, Anilat is because of the Vata. So these are the causes and lakshanas of Vataja Yoni Vyapad. Next about the Pittaja Yoni Vyapad. व्यापत कट्वाम्ल लवण शारद्य ही पित्तज भवेत् दाहपाक ज्वर उष्णार्थ नीलपीतासीतार्थ वा वृषोष्ण कुणपस्रावः योनि स्यात् पित्तदूषिता. So here the Pittaja Yoni Vyapada Nidanas and Lakshanas are given. Nidana are due to the excessive intake of the Katu Amla Lavana Shara, that is pungent, sour, salty, alkaline things. Paitika type of genital disorders arise. Because of the affliction with Pitta, the genital tracts suffers from the burning sensation. Daha means burning sensation. Paka is inflammation. Jora is fever, heat, Ushna. And in the next line they have given about the nature of the menstrual flow, how the menstrual blood will be. With the menstrual flow as blue, yellow or black, Neela, Pita, Asita, Artava, blue, yellow or black in color, with excessive flow. Excessive flow will be there as it is Pittaja, no? So Ati will be there, Brusha or Ati, Srava will be there, Ushna, Brusha, Ushna, Kunapa, Srava, Yonisyat, Pitta Dushita. Hot discharge with Kunapa Gandhi means dead body or cadaveric smell will be there. So these are the Lakshanas of the पित्तज योनि व्यापद. नेक्स्ट अबाउट कफज. कफो अभिषंदे भिर्वृद्धो योनि चेत् दूषयेत् स्त्रियः सा कुर्यात् पिच्छीलां शीतां कंडुग्रस्तं अल्पवेदनां. So if the kapha, how the, what are the nidanas of kafaja yoni vyapadis? If the woman consumes of ati abhishandi and kapha vardaka ahara, then if kapha aggravated by the abhishandi, that is the channel blocking things, afflicts the genital tract of women and it makes the tract as slimy. What are the causes is the tracts will become slimy. Pichilata will be there. Kandu grastam alpavedanam. Kandu is the itching sensation will be there. It is cold, that is shita, itching and with mild pain, that is alpavedanam. Pale and the menstrual flow as pale and slimy. And the characteristics of menstrual blood is mentioned that Pandu Varnam Tata Pandu Pichila Artava Vahini. The color will be Pandu, somewhat pale color of blood will be there, and the menstrual flow is slimy also, that is Pichilata is one type of stickiness and slimness is seen in the menstrual blood. So these are the characteristics of Kafaja Yoni Vyapadas. Next about the Sannipataja Yoni Vyapad. सम्मश्रिन्त्यान् रसान् सर्वान् दूषयित्वा त्रयो मलः योनि गर्भाशयस्थः स्वैर्योनिं युञ्जन्ति लक्षणैः सा भवेत् दाह शूलार्ता श्वेतपिच्छिला वाहिनी. So when a woman uses excessively all the rasa, so nidana of your sannipataja yoni vyapati samashrantyaan rasan sarvadushaitva trayo malami. Samashrantyaan rasan means when she consumes all the rasas in excessive quantity, then all the three doshas located in the yoni and is getting vitiated, and it vitiates the yoni and the garbhashaya and thus produces the symptoms there. Thus the tract suffer from the symptoms of all the doshas, that is burning sensation will be there due to the pitta, pain will be there due to the kapha, and discharges or white and slimness will be there in because of the kapha, and pain will be there because of the vata. So she suffers from the burning sensation, that is daha because of pitta, shula because of vata, and Shweta Pichila Vahini, and that is the discharge of white and slimness because of kapha. So these are the lakshanas of Sannipataja Yoni Vyapadas. Next about the Asrija Yoni Vyapadi has mentioned. Rakta Pitta Karai Nariha Rakta Pittena Dushitam Ati Pravritte Yoniam Labdhe Garbe Apisa Asrijaha. If menstrual blood of woman is afflicted by pitta due to excessive intake of the substances aggravating rakta pitta, it overflows from the genital tract even after the conception, and this is called as Sasrija Yoni. Asrija Yoni. Sasrija is Asrija Yoni. So Rakta Pitta Nidana is given if a woman is consuming Rakta Pitta Anidana, Vardhaka Nidana, then her Rakta and Pitta is getting vitiated, it overflows. The only lakshana of the Rakta Pitta Yoni Vyapad is Ati Pravritte Yoniam Labdhe Apek. Ati Pravritte Yoniam, that means excessively discharge of the blood will be there even in the pregnancy. So this is the lakshana of asruja. Rakta yoni garbhashayastam chet pitam sandhushayat asru sa asruja mata karsha vevarni janani brusham. If the pitta located in the genital tract and the uterus affects blood, it is called as asruja. Arajaska yoni vyapad, which produces leanliness and abnormal complexion. So this is about the Arajaska yoni vyapad. Arajaska yoni vyapad produces karshyata and vaivarnyata in the female. Leanliness and one type of discoloration will be there, and it occurs when the pitta located in the genital tract and the uterus affects the blood or the rakta. Next, about the Acharan yoni vyapad. The nidana and the lakshanas of Acharan yoni vyapad goes like this. योन्यमाधावनात् कंडुम जातः कुर्वन्ति जन्तवः सा स्यादाचरण कंडवा तया अति नरकांक्षिणी. So if the organisms arising in the genital tract due to adhavanam, that is nidana here is adhavana, non-washing, causes the itching there with their in, that means itching in the private parts, and it produces the jantu also, that is the worms production will also be there, and this yoni vyapad is called as acharana yoni vyapad, by which the woman has frequent desires for the man. So the lakshana of acharana yoni vyapad is ati narakanshini, means she is frequently desires for the man. So and the nidana is yoni adhavanat, lakshana is ati narakanshini of the acharana yoni vyapad. So next is about the aticharana. The nidana and the lakshanas of aticharana goes like this. पवनो अति व्यवायेन शोफा सुप्तिरुजः स्त्रियः करोति कुपितो योन्यौ सा चा अतिचरणमतः. So due to the excessive coitus, the nidana of aticharana is ativyavaya. Ativyavaya, aticharana. You can remember like this. Aticharana, the nidana of aticharana yoni vyapad is ativyavaya. So because of the ativyavaya, pavana means the vayu gets increased or vitiated. Then what it does is it produces shofa supti ruja striya. So it produces swelling, numbness and pain in the woman's genital tract. So this is called as the aticharana yoni vyapad. Next yoni vyapad is prakcharana. Okay, the nidanas and the lakshanas of prakcharana given by Charaka goes like this. Maithunat ati balayaha पृष्ठकटियुरुवाक्षणं रुजन दूषयते योन्यम वायु प्राक्चरणम हिस्सा. So here the nidana of prakcharana is maithunat ati balaya, that is due to the sexual intercourse in a ati bala means too premature woman, or you can say a very young girl who has not attained puberty or she has just attained puberty age, like that. So if a maithuna ati bala, if a coitus is done in a ati bala or a too young girl, then her vayu gets vitiated. It affects the genital tract. It produces different types of pain in the back, waist, thighs and groin regions. Prusthakati uru vakshanam rujam. This is the lakshanas of prakcharana yoni vyapad. Next is about upapluta yoni vyapad. The nidana and the lakshanas of upapluta yoni vyapad mentioned by Charaka goes like this. गर्भिण्यः श्लेष्मलाभ्यास छर्दि निश्वास निग्रहात् वायुः क्रुद्धं कफं योनिम् उपनीयात् प्रदूषयेत् पाण्डुं सातोदं मा स्रवं श्रवति श्वेतं स्रवति वा कफं कफवाता मया व्याप्ता सा स्याद् योनि उपप्लुता. So here the nidanas mentioned by Charak of upapluta yoni vyapad is garbhinya shleshmalabhyasa chardi nishwasa nigrahat. Two main nidanas are mentioned. One is garbhinya shleshmala abhyasa, that means a woman or a pregnant woman takes kapha vardaka ahara vihara, that is shleshmala abhyasa, in excess quantity. And second nidana is if she suppresses the urges of vomitings and respiration, nishwasa Chardi Vega Dharana. Nishvasa Chardi Vega Dharana. So these are the two nidanas of Upapluta Yoni Vyapad. Then what happens because of these two nidanas? The vitiated vayu carrying the kapha to the genital tract affects the same. Because of this, what happens? The lakshanas are it discharges pale fluid with piercing pain or white mucus while having been invaded by the disorders of kapha and vata. This is called as upapluta. So it is caused by kapha and vata doshas, and the nidana is it vitiates the yoni pradesha and it produces pandu satodam asravam shravati va kafam. Pandu shweta srava with kapha and with toda is the lakshanas of upapluta yoni vyapad. So next about the paripluta yoni vyapad, the nidanas and lakshanas mentioned by Charaka goes like this. Pittalaya nrisamvate श्वतुद्गार धारणात् पित्तसम्मूर्छितं वायुर्योनिं दूषयति स्त्रियः शूनस्पर्शाक्षम सार्तिनीलपीतमासृक्स्रवेत् श्रोणिवंक्षणं पृष्ठार्ति ज्वरार्तयः परिप्लुता. So here the nidanas of paripluta yoni vyapad is pittalaha nrisamvase shvatudgara dharanat. Pittalaha nrisamvase means when a woman of Paitika constitution suppresses the urge of sneezing and erection during the coitus, that is shvatudgara dharana along with the pittala haravihara, then her vayu combined with the pitta affects the genital tract. Here the two doshas are involved, one is the pitta and another one is the vata. Then what happens, it affects the yoni pradesha, yoni vayur dushayati striyah. Then by this the genital tract becomes, the lakshanas of paripluta are shuna, that is the genital tract, so the yoni becomes swelling will be there. Sparshakshama means we are unable to touch, means if she'll get pain on touch, that is called as tenderness, pain on touch. Sparshakshama, tenderness. And sarti is painful and having menstrual blood as blue and yellow. Blue and yellow means Neela Pita Asruk Sravet. The blue and yellow type of menstrual discharges will be there. And the woman suffers from pain in the pelvis, Shroni Vankshana, Prushtharti, Jorartayaha, Paripluta. Pain in the pelvis, groins and back, and this is Jora. Fever is also there. Generalized fever is also there in this condition. And this condition or this Yoni Vyapada is named as Paripluta Yoni Vyapad by Charaka. Next Yoni Vyapad is Udavartini. So the Nidana and Lakshana of Udavartini Yoni Vyapad goes like this. Vegodavartanam yonim udavartayate anila sarugarta rajah krichnenam udavrittam vimunchati artve sa vimukte tu tatshanam labhate sukham rajaso gamana urdhvam igneyot udavartini budaihi. Here the main nidana of Udavartini Yoni Vyapada is Vega Udavartanam, Vega Dharanam, that means the suppression of the natural urges. If the natural urges are suppressed, then the Vayu takes upward course. Usually the Vayu is supposed to be Anulomana. It should have the Adhogati in the genital passage. But here the Gati of the Vayu becomes upward direction. Urdhva Gati will be there. And because of this, the woman suffers from the pain, discharges the menstrual blood with difficulty. So painful. Rugarti Rajah Krichnena Udavrittam Vimunchati. Rajah Krichnena is the main lakshana of this Yoni Vyapad. Rajah Krichnena means with painful menstrual discharge will be there. And because of its having taken upward tendency, it is termed as Udavritta. As the movement, because of the upward movement of the menstrual blood, it is known as the Udavartini. And one important lakshana of this is Artave sa vimukte tu tatshanam labhate sukham. One main is the Rajakrichana. The main symptom is the dysmenorrhea or the painful menstruation. And one more, another symptom is mentioned. He says that Artave sa vimukte tu tatshanam labhate sukham means after discharge of the menstrual blood, she feels relief instantly. Artava vimuktetu takshanam labate sukham. After the discharge of the menstrual blood, the woman feels relief instantly. And because of the upward course of this menstrual blood, it is termed as Udavartini. ऊर्ध्वा movement होता है इसमें, इसीलिए इसका नाम उदावर्तनी बोला गया है. So next Yoni Vyapada is Karnini Yoni Vyapada. The Nidana and Lakshanas of Karnini Yoni Vyapada goes like this. अकाले वहामानाय गर्भेण पिहितो अनिलः कर्णिकां जनयेत् योन्यौ श्लेष्मरक्तेन मूर्छिताः रक्तमार्ग अवरोधन्या सा तया कर्णिनी मता. So here the Nidana of Karnini Yoni Vyapada is mentioned as Akala Vahamanaya. Akala Vahamanaya, what do you mean by Akala Vahamanaya? Akala Vahamanaya is untimely bearing down efforts during the labor. If a woman straining untimely during labor, actually when the contraction comes, when she gets the pain, that the time of contraction she has to bear down. But if she is bearing down unnecessary during labor, Akala Vahamanaya, or before getting the contraction, if she is exerting the pressure, then what happens, the Vayu gets aggravated by the fetus and having combined with the kapha and rakta produces the prolapse, different types of Karnika akara granthis are produced which obstruct the passage of the menstrual flow. So in the passage in the rakta marga there are production of karnikam janayet yonium shleshma raktena murchita. Karnikam janayet yonium, karnika production will be there in the yoni which obstructs the passage of the rakta, which obstructs the rakta marga. Thus this condition is called as karnini yoni vyapada. Okay. Next yoni vyapada is putragni yoni vyapad. The nidana and lakshanas of putragni yoni vyapadas are Rakshad Vayur यदा गर्भम जातम जातम विनाशयेत दुष्ट शोणितजम नार्यः पुत्रग्नि नाम स मतः. So here the nidana of putragni yoni vyapada is rakshita means due to roughness. If the vayu, because of the morbidity in shonita menstruation or the ovum, the destroys the fetus formed again and again, it is termed as putragni. Garbham jatam jatam vinashayet means repeatedly it is destroying the fetuses. Jatam jatam vinashayet. So this dushta shonita jamnara, and this garbha is caused by the dushta shonita and it is expelled out again, or it killed out. Vinasha means destroys. It destroys the garbha jatam jatam again and again. This condition is called as a putragni yoni vyapada. So here the main dosha involved is a vata dosha, because vata is increased because of the ruksha qualities and it is destroying the fetus formed again and again. Next yoni vyapada is antarmukhi yoni vyapad. The nidanas and the lakshanas of antarmukhi yoni vyapadas goes like this. Vyavayam atitriptaya bhajantya swanna piditaha वायुर्मिथ्यास्थितायाः वायुर्मिथ्यस्थितांगायाः योनिस्रोतांसि संस्थिताः वक्रयेत् यान्यां योन्यां सा अस्थिमांसानिलार्तिभिः पुरुषार्थी मैथुनाशक्तया योनिम् अंतर्मुखी मतः. So here the nidana is vyavayam atitryptayam bhajantya swanna pidita. Vyavayam atitryptaya is the nidana of the antarmukhi yoni vyapad. That means when a woman being over saturated means excessive, she is satisfied with the full, or you can say when she is full stomach and she is having the sexual intercourse in the faulty positions. Mithya. So these are the two nidanas, when like one is the over satisfaction with the food and faulty postures during the act. Then vayu pressed with the food having been located in the genital tract curves the opening of the vagina along with the vatika distress in the bones and the muscles. So the main lakshana here is vakrayat yanyanam yoni vakrayati is the main lakshana. It curves. Vakrata means the bending or the curves the opening of the vagina along with the asti mamsa anila arti, different pains of the asti and mamsa. By this vagina becomes excessively painful. Brisharti maithuna shaktata yonir antarmukhi sa, and painful and intolerant to the coitus. Brisharti maithuna shaktata. Maithuna ashaktata means difficulty in having coitus or intolerant to the coitus, dyspareunia, and this condition is known as the antarmukhi. So here the main lakshana is vakrayati yonim and prisha maithunata. So these are the lakshanas of antarmukhi yoni vyapad. Next about the Suchi Mukhi Yoni Vyapad. The Nidana and Lakshanas of Suchi Mukhi Yoni Vyapad goes like this. Garbhasthayaha Rokshad Vayur Yonim Pradushayen Matradosham Anudwaram Kuryat Suchi Mukhi Sa Tusa. Here Matradosha is mentioned. Matradosha, that is the genetic or the maternal defect. Matradosha is one of the causes. If they may ask like write the yoni vyapadas caused by the bija dosha or matra dosha, like that. So this is matra dosha is the main cause, or the maternal defect, the genital defect is the cause of this suchimukhi yoni vyapad. Here what happens is here again the nidana is rokshad vayuronim matra dosha here the main nidana is the vata dosha involved due to the roughness. So if in the female fetus vayu due to roughness affects the genital tract and thus makes it of minute opening caused by the maternal or genital defects, this condition is called as a suchimukhi. As the name itself suggests, suchimukhi. So the main lakshana here is the anudwaram of the female fetuses, and here it is caused by the matru dosha because of the maternal defect. What happens if she is consuming vatavardhaka ahara vihara, then because of the roughness of the vayu, increased vayu during the pregnancy, it affects the uterus of the female fetus, and that's what it does. It causes the anudwara of the female fetus. So this condition is called as a suchi mukhi. Suchi mukhi means pinhole loss of the cervix, you can say. Suchi means very just like a pin or needle. So here similarly the minute opening will be there, just like a suchi in this case. So this is called as a suchi mukhi yoni vyapad. Next, about the shushka yoni vyapad. The nidana and lakshanas of shushka yoni vyapad are vyavaya kale rudhinyatvam vegan प्रकूपितो अनिलः कुर्यात् विण्मुत्र संगाति शोषम yoni mukhasya cha. Shushka, as a name itself suggests, shushka means dry. So here the main lakshana is shosham yoni mukhasya. It causes the dryness of the yoni mukha or the vaginal opening. So that's why it is called as shushka yoni vyapan. And here the nidana is vyavaya kale rudhinyanta vegan. That is the during the coitus, if one suppresses the natural urges. So usually natural urges should not be suppressed at the time of having coitus, but if the couple suppresses, especially the female suppresses the natural urges at the time of coitus, vyavaya kale rudhinyanta vegan, then what happens? The pathogenesis is because of the vega dharana. What happens? The vayu getting aggravated. So similarly the prakupita anila will be there, and this prakupita anila causes the painful retention of feces and urine. This causes the painful retention. Obstruction will be there. Vinmutra sangarti. Vinmutra sangarti will be there. Along with that, shosham yoni mukhasya cha. Dryness of the vaginal opening will be there, and this condition is called as the shushka yoni. So next is about the vamini. The nidanas and lakshanas of vamini yoni vyapad goes like this. षडहात् सप्तरात्रात्वा शुक्रं गर्भाशयं गतं सारुजं नीरुजं वापि सा स्रवेत् सा तु वामिनी. Semen having entered into the uterus comes out after 6 or 7 days with or without pain, and this is called as vamini. Shadhat saptaratma means within 6 or 7 days. Shukram garbhashayam gatam. See here the word fetus is not used, garbha is not used. Here the word shukra is used. That means before the formation of garbha itself, the shukra comes out of the yoni, and this condition is called as a vamini yoni vyapad. Next, about the shandi yoni vyapad. Here again the bija dosha is mentioned, whereas in the suchimukhi the matra dosha they have mentioned. Here bija dosha is mentioned in the nidana. So coming to the nidana and lakshanas of shandi. Bija dosha tu garbhastha maruto pahatashayat nrudvaishanyasthani chaiva shandi syat anupakramaha. So due to genetic defects, due to the bija dosha, if in the female fetus vayu destroys the ovary, garbhastha maruto pahatashaya, the woman has aversion to the male. Nrudveshani. Dvesha means a hate to the nara means males. Nrudveshani, aversion to the males, and is devoid of the breast. Asthani. Sthani means with breast. Asthani is the devoid of breast or without breast. So breast development is not seen in these ladies, and the nrudveshani, that is the nara dvesha is also seen, and this condition is called as shandi yoni vyapat, and it is considered as anupakrama. Anupakrama means it is incurable. So this is all about the shandi yoni vyapat. Next, about the mahayoni, which is the 30th yoni vyapat, 20th yoni vyapat. Coming to the nidana and lakshanas of mahayoni. विषमं दुःखाशय्यायां मैथुनात् कुपितो अनिलः गर्भाशयस्य योनिश्च मुखं विष्ठम्भयेत् स्त्रियः आसंवृतमुखी सार्ति रुक्षफेनाश्रुवाहिनी मांसोत्सन्ना महायोनि पर्ववक्षणा शूलिनी. So here the nidanas are vishama dukhashayan maithunat. So if an uncomfortable bed one takes to abnormal postures and during coitus, then the vitiated vayu dilates the opening of the uterus and the genital tract. So here vishama dukha shaya during the maithuna is a nidana, and because of this what happens, there will be vishthambayet garbhashaya and yoni mukha. Vishtamba means vistharayat means the dilatation of the excessive dilatation of the opening or the mukha of the garbhashaya and yoni occurs. By this the tract becomes with unclosed opening. That means asamvrita mukhi means unclosed. Openings are unclosed, it is totally open, you can say. Painful also, and with rough and frothy menstrual discharges. Rukshafena Srava will be there. And there is also growth of the flesh with pain, joints, groin. Mamsa Utsanna will be there. Like it comes out, it looks like Mamsa Utsanna, bulging will be there. And this condition is called as a Mahayoni. Thus, by the above symptoms, 20 disorders of female genital tract has been said. The tract afflicted with these disorders does not hold the semen, and thus the woman does not conceive. Here they say the complications or the upadrava of yoni vyapada is given in this quotation. He says, Na shukram dhara yet yebi doshe yoni रूपद्रुता तस्मात् गर्भं न गृह्णति स्त्री गच्छात् यामायान् बहु गुल्मार्षप्रदरादिश्च वाताद्यश्च अतिपीडिनां. That means the tract affected with these defects does not hold the semen, and as such the woman does not conceive and gets inflicted with the various disorders, like especially the gulma, arshas and pradara are considered as the complications of the yoni vyapada, along with the other vatika disorders like severe afflictions caused by vata etc. are seen. So in this quotation is you can take this quotation as the upadravas of the yoni vyapadas. And in the next quotation they says that of later 16 disorders, the first two are caused by pitta, paripluta and vamini are caused by vata and pitta, karnini and upapluta are caused by vata and kapha, while the remaining ones are caused by vata. Vata etc. afflicts these patients with the respective symptoms. So here 11 vataja yoni vyapadas are mentioned. 2 vata pittaja, and that is the paripluta and vamini. 2 is karnini upapluta, and the first two are because of the pittaja asruja. So this completes the lakshanas of the 20 yoni vyapadas. So in our next class we will be dealing with the chikitsa of the yoni vyapadas. Thank you.